Well. Yeah. I thought they were too hard. Pretty wimpy. Oh, sorry. Not a judge. Okay, I would like to invite my little friend up here, Aiden, that's gonna help us do the flag salute. There he is. All right, sir.
Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now we're gonna do this. We're gonna hold this right here. She's gonna take our picture, and she's not gonna say 1, 2, 3. I promise. Okay, hold it up. Very good. You smile. Awesome, thank you.
Good job, Dan. You didn't even try.
I didn't, not this one. I don't think I did the last one either. Of course, wasn't it like a fourth grader? Yeah. I didn't have that type of thing. Okay, any public comment? No. Any changes to the agenda?
No.
Excellent. Okay, we'll move on to we're gonna do middle school. We're gonna recognize middle school perfect attendance tonight. I'd like to welcome middle school administration to present the perfect attendance for the 25-26 school year. Mr. Heinley. These days, that's a pretty big feat to have perfect attendance.
Thanks, sir. Well, we want to thank the board for giving us this opportunity for the middle school. One of the things that we've been talking about in our district for a long time, and it's in our strategic plan, is Strive for 5. And we had some kids that did better than Strive for 5. They got 0 absences this year. And we want to honor that because we know that takes a lot of dedication. And we told them in the assembly, it's either because you came to school sick and made everyone else sick so you could win this award, or you just kept dodging it. So Ms. Aviles is a really strong advocate for the attendance award, and we got some gifts. So I'll turn it over to Ms. Aviles.
So we had 5 6th graders and 6 6th graders and 1 8th grader. So I'm going to start with the 8th grader, and he's here. I'm Jacobo Mendoza Madero. You want to come up here? I'm going to read the rest, but he was the only 8th grader to make this happen.
Yeah.
And we had Heriberto Cantú Vegas, and he's back here also. We also have Skylar Davis. I think he's here. Rebecca Rodriguez, Jacob Saberanes, and Darian Torres. And I don't think they're here today.
We did. So there's a lot going on. So we got them some treats, we got them some of the educational items, and we got them some McDonald's gift cards. And you guys put in the hard work, and you're gonna go to high school, and you're gonna go on. Big things. We're excited, and we want to thank you once again for the time to let us honor our kids. And they also won some awards at our school assembly, but we wanted to ramp it enough. So thank you, Ms. Felix, and thank
Awesome.
you guys for coming.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, next we'd like to congratulate varsity spring sports for their WIA academic success. I'd like to call up. I don't know who's here for doing the sporting stuff. Oh, there's one. Yes. Brandon. Oh, so come on up, please.
No, it's an extra.
Oh, sorry. So yeah. We'll start out with we can do golf first, and then we'll move to baseball. And then I'll go down the list. Sorry, I did not see my attachment here.
We would like to thank the board for recognizing us for academic achievement. We'll talk a little bit about our athletic achievement as well. With me tonight is Olga Sanchez. She was a state qualifier for us this year, 4-year varsity letter winner. Grady Brayman did also played at the state tournament for the second year in a row, 3-year qualifier. And then Rhett Brayman was a first year qualifier for the state tournament. This year we had I think it was 27 or 26 or 27 kids turn out, which was the biggest turnout that we've had. We had 17 letter winners this year, the most that I can ever recall. 13 years that I've been doing this. Our girls achieved a 3.6 GPA, almost 3.7. Our boys were 3.77, I think. It's the first time in 13 years, and probably longer than that actually, that we have sent both boys and girls to the state golf tournament. It was the first time in 36 years, I believe, that we've won the district championship. And we also brought home a third place trophy from state. It's a very, very, very difficult and competitive environment at the state tournament. You have to have 2 or more athletes to be able to even play as a team. This year we had 3 boys. And they were able to secure the third place trophy by just a few points, but overall, you know, it was a good experience for them. The first time that they've been able to do that. We had Rhett as a freshman, Easton Stokes as a freshman. Rhett placed 7th at state, Easton was 12th, and Grady was 24th. So their combined point total put us just a little bit behind Columbia River for second, but ahead of Burlington Edison for third. So we get these 2 and Easton back next year. Olga is going to has already graduated and she's going to be off to college. And so we just appreciate all the I know a lot of the board members, you guys help with our like our fundraising events and different things like that. And without the help of the board and the community and whatnot, I don't think the interest in golf would be there. So we're seeing a huge interest, a lot of growth, a lot of kids excited about wanting to participate in a sport like golf that they might not know a lot about. But we want to continue to grow that and make golf something really fun here in not only Grandview, but the Lower Valley. So we appreciate that. Thank you.
I do have to say, there's a lot of kids who turn out for golf now, because Chuck and I try to go golf and sometimes we can't because it's too full from all the kids playing. And it's like I'm interfering with my golf time, but it's well worth it and they do a great job. So we're gonna call back up the middle school. They had a few students show up and that way we don't miss anybody. So we're gonna have the middle school come back up and recognize a few more of their students that have shown up.
You don't need to be shy. You should be proud. I know you're shy. You should be proud of this. You guys earned it. So we had a couple of students that came in, so we want to make sure. Thank you, Mr. Hall, for letting us honor these students. So let's take them.
So both 6th graders, Tyler Davis and Jacob Soberanes. Again, perfect attendance for this school year, so we're really proud of them. And are excited to have them back this year.
That doesn't happen very often. I think we've had it twice since I've been here. Kids have gone all the way through all 3 years and not missed, so that's a big deal. So
We'll see you guys back here in 2 more years.
exactly. Perfect. Thank you very much.
So next we'll go to baseball.
All right, so here with me today is Xavier Charvet and William Charvet, and just talking about our season a little bit. We had a really successful season, had about 35 boys try out, all of them gave their best attitude, their best effort, and their best energy, and that's what we kind of preached from day one in our program was controlling the things that you can control, and that really fell on you control your attitude, you control your effort, and you control your energy. And we've seen that on the field all season, and we definitely seen that in the classroom this year. Talking about the things you control everything in the classroom. And once again, it's your attitude, your effort, your energy. These two guys, they really embody that. I would have liked to have more boys here today, but pretty much all of them are playing summer baseball. We have our summer baseball program going on right now. We have a lot of other boys playing some really legit club baseball. And I'm excited to see our program grow here in the next few years. We had, like I said, a really good season. We finished 9-11. Compared to last year, we were 2-19. So huge leap. We're a very young team this year. I think we were a little bit ahead of schedule. We hosted a district playoff game. And there's a lot of excitement around baseball in this town. I think that this town is a baseball town. And I think that we have the athletes and the individuals here in this town to make Grandview baseball something great. And seeing it in the classroom and how we performed on the field, I'm super excited for the future of our program. So, yeah.
And they have that record in the CWAG.
Yeah, and see, which is a very tough baseball league. It's a really great baseball league. A lot of good athletes in our league. So, yeah, we competed, which was awesome. Yeah, thank you guys.
We'll go to boys soccer next.
Good afternoon, everyone. Coach Morales, thanks board for having us today. I've been coaching now for 13 years, and this is the first year we've been here. So it's a privilege. It's thanks for the team, especially players like them who represent us not only in the field. We have 3 captains here. Vicente Carrasco, the 3.8 average. Oscar Espinosa with the 3.8, and Ivan Casiano with the 3.9 average. And I can't say much. Overall, thanks for the whole group. Special thanks to Scott, Karen for doing a little extra all the time, especially this year where our coaching staff requested a little bit more like progress reports and stuff like that, like weekly, and just checking on some players who may think be struggling out there. But just to have 4 teams out there and pushing over 90 players, I'll be able to cut players. And every year after year having those numbers. And like I said, it doesn't get any better than this. Myself being there for 13 years is the first time being up here. And I just want to thank them for representing the program. Thank you.
Well, because I'm going in order. Boys tennis. We'll get to the girls here pretty soon.
Oh, well, can we all just come together on the head coach with all of you?
Yeah, we do boys and girls at the same time. Perfect.
Yeah, well, thank you for the invitation. First time being here. I'm actually, I teach out of district and coach for this district. So that comes with its own challenges. I do work with them during the season, get to know them. I wish I could see them out of that season and develop more of those personal experiences and see them in the classroom. But I don't. But what I do see from the Grandview kids, they're just amazing kids. As long as I've been coaching here, they've put in, I'm a pretty demanding coach and they do what I ask them to do. I don't get a lot of pushback and they work so hard. And we're in a difficult situation with this sport because we're right in the middle of Tri-Cities and Yakima. They have tennis clubs there. We have no way of playing outside of the spring. Well, we do play summer, but we have no way of playing year round like other schools do. So it's very hard for us to compete at it as a team level. But I always have kids that are very competitive at the district tournaments. We had a really good player, Christian Downs, who was very competitive. He's been competitive his last 3 years. But again, it takes that work, that determination, and we're kind of in a rebuilding phase. I graduated a lot of seniors, and we've got a young group here And for their first year, they showed tremendous heart, work ethic, grit, spirit, and especially the boys. These are two first-year boys that had to jump up and play first doubles. And they're playing against juniors and seniors that play again in the clubs, and they did not complain once. They played as hard as they could. They came to the fence and they said, "Okay, coach, what can we do?" And they would tell me how the match was going. So very proud of them. I love the kids to death, and yeah, we had, despite separating a lot of losses, we worked very hard. It's really good since history. All right, thank you.
Okay, so we'll do boys track. Or not. How about softball, fast pitch?
I just want to say thank you for recognizing us today. This year we did had only one group together, so we had a full varsity lineup. Being able to play every single girl is kind of hard, especially when there's only a couple positions and 9 positions. You only have so when you have 15 girls, it's pretty hard. But pretty much of our girls coming in from JV last year, coming to varsity. They played really well. Everybody can communicate. I do want to say this is Bree Briga. She is our second baseman and probably one of the best second basemen in the CWAC. And Maddie Cruz, she was one of our star pitchers. She actually reached 100 strikeouts this year, which is incredible to do, especially our CWAC as well as softball is very competitive. East Valley, Othello. I come from Othello, and this was actually a year where everybody was like, this is probably the best Granby team I've ever seen. So these girls have a lot of growth. They're amazing. We did win 3.7 grade average for a team. So we did get an award for that through the CWAC. But I just want to let them say a little something about their season because they're incredible girls in school and on the field. So.
I'd say that this wrestling team was sorry.
She's a triple Abby. She's got a lot of time.
I'd say the girls did a really good job on communication and the sportsmanship was really good. Although we played against some girls that weren't really sportsmanlike, we yet still didn't let it get to us, and we still fought. So. Although we lost most of our games, I'd say each game was like a learning experience. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited for next
year. It was a hard season, especially losing so much seniors, but it was a really fun season. I think of all those, like probably the most that I've had. Having played for high school for 3 years. I'm excited for next year.
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you.
Very much. We really appreciate it.
About girls track. Okay. Let's hear that. Am I missing? Okay. Okay, we're gonna go on to the welcome to 26-27 GHS DECA team to discuss upcoming events and initiatives for the 2026-2027 school year.
So I'm Mackenzie Charvet, I'm the executive advisor. I've got my president here, Janelle Lopez. Xavier Charvet is also one of our officers this year, and William is a participant. So they are shortly headed to baseball practice, so if they're tired. But Jamil, I'm gonna pass it on over to him. We've got some asks for you for this school year.
So, as our previous results in DECA competition have stated, many of our students need quite a bit of work in their areas for testing and role plays. And upcoming with the school year for competition, we have multiple practice sessions going on to hone up their skills and get ready for competitions at regionals, area 6. So we want to ask if anybody here would like to be a judge for any of our practice role play sessions that we'll be having at Grandview High School.
If you're interested, we will send dates. To the school board, to Sabrina. And then we have some big fundraisers coming up. Our sponsorship will be doing this in September. We will also be doing rebranding our spring and fall bazaars to the fall bazaar will be rebranded to the holiday or Christmas extravaganza. And we are looking for donors or connections to donors who would help us with our DECA feed and or any vendors for that event. That will be November 21st. We also are looking for support for the spring bazaar. We'd like to do a car show. So if anyone has connections to the car show, we need connections to reach out to that, to whoever might have connections to the car group, to an organization. I don't even know. I need help. I just know we want to have a car show and we don't know how to dig in there. We also want to do in November the 5K. So there's just some events that are coming up and we just need to ask if this is something you guys are willing to help support us. Again, like you said, judges is our big thing, but just making those connections so that we can continue to grow our events. The haunted house we're going to be doing again in different weekends in October. So if any of this is of interest to you, you can let Sabrina know or contact me. So you know it's coming. These are events that we want to continue to involve our community in, have our organizations in, have our athletes participate in, because it's an excellent way to use earning community service hours. Do you have any questions?
No, but we have some car guy connections.
Okay, good. Okay. Should I just email you or should I have to do it?
Yeah, we'll send you the information.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Anything else that you wanted to add? And Xavier, is there anything you can think of that we need to add? Never know. Okay.
If you could just send us a list of dates. So that we have something to shoot for.
Yes. We'll get on that.
Okay.
Yeah, by the end of the week, we'll have that. There's a few things that we're still undecided about, and that comes because, as many of you know, I have 3 children who are in 3 sports, 4 for my youngest, and so sometimes those little dates like the judges, like it's fluid. So yeah, I try to make it everything. Okay, thank you.
Right,
Thank you. Okay. So this is a little bit different, but we need to go into an executive, of course, you guys don't have to say. You're actually done. If you're more than welcome to stay, honestly.
Thank you.
I guess it depends on how many stay, you can stay right here. Everybody, you ready? We're gonna go into executive session. Because we're going to leave the room and leave them here. Okay, yeah, I had to sustain and I was gonna be the challenge vote. Okay, we're gonna move on to the consent agenda. And Sabrina's gonna sustain because abstain, Elena abstained from the vote, hiring her
I make a motion we approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, new business. Like call for motion to approve the elementary coding program.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Superintendent report.
Well, luckily this time of year is pretty thin. Big thanks to Principal Anderson and also Bryce and his team. for helping graduation go off without a hitch. I think it was just a little over an hour. They did a good job. And luckily they listened to Shelby, so they had the entrance time cut in half. But they had them go by 4 instead of by 2.
Yeah.
She was up there, I saw her with the stopwatch too.
Yeah, he wanted to have somebody time it, and I said, you already have that. He goes, what do you mean? I go, who do you think?
On the 15th, summer school starts. On the 16th, we have a board retreat in here. And then we have, if we haven't already got your orders for that night, just ready to take orders. And then, Dan and I have met, kind of mapped out, thank you for all the submissions you sent for ideas for the policies to cover. We identified, I went through and kind of figured out which ones we can't change because they're set by RCWs. And then we have some that are specifically, we control all of it, and then we have some that we control some of it. We have a little mixture of, kind of look at it through that lens. So we have 3 that we're gonna try and fit in that night.
Yeah, we'll have 3 that we'll submit to everybody probably tomorrow so that everybody's ready for it.
Yep.
And we'll actually submit you the policy, and even though you can look it up, we'll send you the policy and the 3 that we're gonna review so you can kind of be ready for it.
So 3 out of all of our sections or 3?
3 total.
3 total.
Because we probably figure it's gonna take about 20 minutes
Yeah.
each.
I was looking at the format, I was like, yeah, it's gonna take a little bit.
And I think we ended up having 23 or 24 submitted.
Okay.
So, so you're aware, June 26th through 30th, Jose and I are taking all of our principals and APs to the AWSP WASA conference. They haven't done it, APs and principals haven't gone for a while. It's a really good event for them, plus it's really good for, some camaraderie and team building, so we're excited for that opportunity.
Where's that at?
It's at Spokane's Conference Center.
Okay.
We have some go watch a little 3-on-3, and then I'm actually gonna be there on the Friday before because Derek and I are part of the next level leadership cohort through WASA, so we'll be there on Friday, and then stay for a pre-conference session on Saturday, and then conference starts Sunday afternoon. And then just so you know, Tuesday after our retreat, I'm driving over to Seattle. And we're going to Hawaii, taking her to Hawaii for a week, so I'll be in Hawaii from Wednesday to Wednesday. So if you need something,
Don't call.
Anxiously waiting your phone calls. We have a board study session on 7th. And then we have some high school graduation, if you can be there, on the 17th. Board meeting on the 28th, and then our first day of school, August 20th. Yeah, and then and just so you, as an FYI, I submitted a proposal several months ago to the AASA magazine about the work that Jose and I have been doing with all of our principals. And then they like it so much they're gonna print it. So it'll be a featured article in the AASA magazine in August, which is kind of cool because it's like the back to school article. So be on the lookout for that. Hopefully I'd do us proud. We had to take a bunch of pictures of acting like I was doing something. So Karen's in there taking pictures of us during one of our cabinet meetings and stuff. So yeah, some corny pictures. All right, that's my board report.
Nice. Okay, we're gonna go down to policy review. It's the first reading. I have to tell you, this is one of the policies we chose to review too. So it's actually in here for review, but we're actually gonna talk about it again on Tuesday also.
It's not the one for instruction.
No, we have 3 of them. One of them is the service animals in schools.
Okay.
That's gonna be one of the 3 that we picked, so just so you know. Gonna move on to the board assessment, which I did, because I feel terrible giving them to you guys all the time, which I don't know why I do, but I do. So I did it myself, and I'm not totally finished with it because I get at other things. So we'll move on to from the board. Anybody from the board?
Graduation was great. That's probably the funnest thing I get to do, being on the board, hand out diplomas, so. And 8th grade recognition, I think went really well. I kind of enjoyed that too. I have mixed feelings on that being the last one, but that's okay.
They're still gonna have a recognition. It's just gonna be more of a in-school event.
More like an assembly.
Yeah, it'll be several hours long and a celebration and activities and games and.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first I had heard about it. I think at our last meeting, somebody had mentioned it, but I didn't quite know that ceremony was going to be the end. But I do think it's an important milestone, transitioning because statistically, a lot of students between eighth and ninth grade. And years ago, I remember they used to do eighth grade recognition in the evening so parents could participate. The only bad part is people who have big families like mine could only take 2 people or 3 people. It'd be nice to be able to still be able to recognize our kids with their parents in the evenings when they might be more accommodated for their schedules.
Thing from the board, graduation was great, don't get me wrong, I think it went really well. One thing I would like that I'm gonna bring up at our thing on Tuesday is, we don't have any new board members this year. I would definitely like to discuss possibly not going to Wasta. And maybe trying to do something with Mapton, Prosser, Sunnyside instead. So I'd like to talk about that at our little retreat on Tuesday. Kind of get your guys' input on that, and if we kind of agree as a consensus, then I would like to reach out to those other districts and see what we can set up. I'm not saying do it exactly at the same time, but maybe general time frame as WASDA. Try to do something there, and we could talk about it to see if everybody agrees to that. Possibly do something either in the evening or a Saturday or something. But anyway, I was gonna bring that up I just want to give you guys a little heads up on that. I think it's great to go to that when we do have some new members, because there is some things that they can do that really helps, but we don't have any this year, so maybe save us a little bit of money and maybe we do some stuff ourselves. And I think our meeting we had with the other towns, the one time we did it went really well. So anyway, now we're going, anything else from the board? Okay, so we're gonna move into another executive session. This one's for 20 minutes with no action to follow.